Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between lush green hills and a flowing river, there lived a girl named Amma. Amma was only 12 years old, but her wisdom and courage were far beyond her years. She had large, curious eyes that seemed to see beyond the ordinary world, and the elders often said she carried the spirit of an old soul. In Amma's village, there was a long-held belief that spirits lived among them, some benevolent, others mischievous, and a few vengeful. People whispered tales of how the spirits could help or harm, depending on how they were treated. Amma's parents were farmers, working tirelessly in the fields to provide for their family. Life was not easy, and the villagers struggled with poor harvests and illnesses. But Amma, though young, always found ways to bring hope. She would sing songs, share stories, and help wherever she could. One day, a terrible drought struck the village. The river dried up, crops withered, and the livestock grew thin. The villagers were desperate, for without rain, they would not survive. The elders gathered and decided to seek the help of the spirits. But no one was brave enough to venture into the spirit forest, a mysterious and forbidden place where the spirits were said to reside. It was a place of both wonder and terror, where the line between the living and the spirit world blurred. To everyone's surprise, Amma stepped forward. "I will go," she said, her voice steady. Her parents protested, but Amma remained firm. "If the spirits can help us, someone must ask. If I do not return, remember me as someone who tried to save our home." With a heavy heart, the village elders gave her their blessings. They gave her a small pouch of offerings, grains, honey, and flowers, and warned her to be respectful and humble before the spirits. Amma entered the forest at dawn. The trees stood tall and ancient, their leaves forming a canopy that blocked the sunlight. The air was thick and cool, and the sounds of the village faded behind her. As she ventured deeper, she began to feel a presence, as though unseen eyes were watching her. Suddenly, a soft, melodic voice spoke. "Who enters our sacred forest?" Amma knelt and placed the offerings on the ground. "My name is Amma. I come from the village by the river. We are suffering, and I seek your help." From the shadows emerged a figure, a spirit with glowing eyes and a body that shimmered like moonlight. It was neither frightening nor comforting, but its presence demanded respect. "Why should we help you, little one?" the spirit asked. Amma took a deep breath. "Because we are all connected. The river, the land, the forest, and the people, they are one. If we perish, the balance will be lost." The spirit tilted its head, as though considering her words. "You speak with wisdom. But helping your village comes at a cost. Are you willing to pay the price?" "What is the price?" Amma asked, her voice trembling slightly. "The price is a part of your spirit," the spirit said. "You will forever carry the burden of this bond. You will see the world as we do, hear the cries of the land, and feel the pain of the earth. It is not an easy path." Amma hesitated. The thought of bearing such a weight frightened her, but the image of her starving village gave her strength. "I accept." The spirit raised its hand, and a soft glow enveloped Amma. She felt a warmth in her chest, followed by a sharp pain that made her gasp. When it was over, the spirit spoke again. "You are now a guardian of balance. Return to your village. The rains will come, but you must honor this bond. Remember, the earth's pain is now your pain." Amma thanked the spirit and hurried back to her village. As she stepped out of the forest, dark clouds began to gather. By the time she reached her home, the skies opened, and rain poured down in torrents. The villagers rejoiced, dancing in the rain and praising Amma's bravery. But Amma knew her journey had only just begun. From that day forward, she could feel the whispers of the earth, the sadness of polluted rivers, and the joy of blooming flowers. She became a healer, a teacher, and a protector of nature. Her story spread far and wide, inspiring others to live in harmony with the world around them. Lessons from Oma's story. 1. Courage can come from anyone, regardless of age or size. 2. Every action we take affects the world around us, nature, people, and even unseen forces. 3. True strength lies in selflessness and the willingness to bear burdens for the greater good. Oma's life was not easy, but it was meaningful. And even though she carried the weight of her bond with the spirits, she found peace in knowing she had saved her people and preserved the balance of the world.